So does having the cable position at hip height make an overhead tricep extension more effective?
When we take a closer look at the tricep, we see that it consists of three different muscles: the long head of triceps, the lateral head of the tricep, and the medial head of the tricep. And the function of all those three muscles is bending and extending the elbow. So if the tricep muscles lengthen, you bend your elbow, and when the muscles shorten, you straighten your arm. In both of these variations, you are bending and straightening your arm at the elbow joint. So then, what difference does the position of the cable make on an overhead tricep extension? The answer lies in the biomechanics.
This is the lengthened position at hip height. We see that the red line is the resistance where the cable is pulling you towards. Then the green dot is the elbow joint, and the distance between the red line and the elbow joint is what we call the moment arm. And take a look at the distance. In the shortened position, or so where the arms are straightened, we see that the distance from the line of force to your elbow joint decreases, meaning that having the cable set at hip height biases the lengthened position of the tricep. Now let's have a look when we set the cable a little bit higher. The line of force is more diagonal, and in the lengthened position, the distance between the line of force and the elbow joint is very small, especially compared to setting the cable a little bit lower. Then we straighten our arms, and what we see is, compared to the lengthened position, the distance from your elbow joint to the line of force is larger than at the starting position. This means that setting the cable position a little bit higher biases the shortened position, and setting the cable lower or moving yourself closer towards the cable biases the lengthened position.
So in both variations, the triceps are trained effectively. They're just loaded in a different part of the movement. And that doesn't mean one is better than the other, it just means they're different.